want to go grab a cup of tea, but y'all listen. Mike has discovered there is a squirrel in the walls. Oh, you know I'm supposed to change my shirt. Hold on. We simply must look festive. As I was saying, happy Vlogmas. The computer is doing its thing, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, I wanted to go grab a cup of tea, but y'all, there's a squirrel in the wall. Or there was a squirrel in the wall, and now it's in our bathroom. How did it get out of the wall into the bathroom? Well, technically it's in Mike's bathroom, which is the bathroom that's in our bedroom. Here's what I think. He's denying it because, like most men, Mike punched a hole in the wall, playing video games or something like that. Tried to act like it was something else, like I didn't know he punched a hole in the wall. Like I'm stupid, but whatever. I think the squirrel somehow got, our bathroom shares a wall with the garage, so I think it got like probably somewhere through the garage, into the wall, through the wall, and in out the hole in the bathroom. So now he's trying to make a trap to catch the squirrel and take it outside. And I hope he does, because if we don't get that squirrel out of our bathroom, out of his bathroom, I'm sleeping in the guest room. All right, let me go make, how much more time we got on this video? 30 minutes. Y'all, today is December 10th. It's late. It's 6:30, so I'm really trying to get this video out for y'all tonight. So we might just have to listen to the noise for a few minutes, because I want to get this video done and edited and posted for y'all. But I also want a cup of tea, so let me go make a cup of tea real quick. I hope I don't run into the squirrel. BRB. Got my tea going. This is Yogi Peach Detox. Looks like this. This is one of my favorite teas to drink. I love that tea. It's so good. It's spicy. I don't taste any peach. It's more like a cinnamony type of a tea. I don't know why they call it peach detox. Y'all, I do apologize for the noise on my laptop. It'll be done in like 11 minutes. So I'm sorry, but I'm a working woman, okay? Let's talk books. This is probably going to be one of my favorite videos that I make, because I can talk about books all day. I love to read. I love audiobooks. I really got heavy into audiobooks last year, and I love them. The majority of the books I listen to are audiobooks nowadays, but I still love reading physical books and Kindle books as well. I prefer Kindle. Y'all listen. I was one of those people that was like, no, I'll never switch over to a Kindle. I love books. I love holding the books. I'm a physical book girly. No. And then I got a Kindle. Changed the game. I love to have a little cozy drink while I read. I like either some tea or my sleepy mocktail, especially if I'm going to bed. It just sets the mood. It's the vibe. I like to light a candle. That one's fake, but I like to light a real candle, make it moody, you know, dark, but we need the lights for this video. This tea is very good. Quick update on the squirrel. It crawled back and it chewed its own hole. So now we have 2 holes in the wall. It chewed its own hole, and then when Mike went to go grab it, it ran back into its hole. So TBD on if we're gonna get the squirrel out tonight. So first I'm going to start off with some of my favorite books that I've read this year. Books that I've rated 5 stars. I have a Goodreads account if you want to follow me on Goodreads. If you're interested in what I read and what I rated. I don't comment because, girl, have you read the comments on Goodreads? Those people are writers themselves. I can't do that. I just put if I gave it 3.5 stars or 4.5 stars. I just put that because Goodreads doesn't let you give half stars. I know there's an app that does, but I don't want to switch over. I've already invested all this work into my Goodreads, and I don't want to switch over. My favorite genre is thriller. I like psychological thrillers, horror, mystery, stuff like that. So those are typically the kind of books I read. I also read some fantasy, so I like that as well. But my #1 genre is thrillers. So keep that in mind. I'm not a big romance girl. I've been trying. I'm trying. If you have some good romance recommendations, let me know, because I like action. I like to be like page turner, like my heart to be pumping, thumping, you know what I'm saying? To get into the romance, it's a lot of the times it's like, it's too cheesy. That's the issue. She's quiet. Thank you. My goal was to read 50 books this year, and so far I'm at 45. So I have 5 books to read this month. I'm sure the majority of them are going to be audiobooks. I can just go through those a lot faster. I can just listen to them while I'm driving or cleaning or even editing. Starting off with fantasy, because that's the first one that popped up. The first book that I rated 5 stars is A Court of Mist and Fury. It's book 2 out of A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I was just talking about this the other day. I thought I liked the first book, had me hooked. Like, I thought the first book was going to be everything, and then I got to the second book. The second book is where it's at, but you have to read the first book. It's good anyway, but you have to read the first book to get the world building and learn about the characters and stuff like that. So I'll give you a quick summary of what it's about. When 19-year-old Feyre kills a wolf in the woods, a terrifying creature arrives to demand retribution. Dragged to a treacherous magical land she knows only from legends, Feyre discovers that her captor is not truly a beast, but one of the lethal immortal fairies who once ruled her world. At least he's not a beast all the time. She adapts to her new home. Her feelings for the fairy Tamlin transform from icy hostility to a fiery passion that burns through every lie she's been told about the beautiful, dangerous world of the Fae. I'm gonna leave it there. This book was so highly recommended that I just had to read it, and I think if you are interested in getting into fantasy books, I think this is a great place to start. Like, this is like the best of the best, so proceed with caution. And good luck, y'all. It's so good. I'm on book 3 right now. It's taking me a little bit longer to read book 3. I don't know. It's just not hitting me like book 2 did. But like, again, it's very, very good. Next up is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Oh, I wish I could read this again. My mother-in-law is actually reading this. I'm very curious to know her thoughts on this book. This book is not at all what I was expecting it to be. Evelyn Hugo is a beautiful, famous actress. This is set, it starts off in the 50s and it goes up to the 80s. She's like telling her life story, and of course she goes through all of her husbands, but there's so much more to this book. I don't want to give anything away, but it was powerful. Like, it was beautiful. Reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant to write her story, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Determined to use this opportunity to jumpstart her career, Monique listens in fascination. From making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to leaving show business in the 80s, and of course the 7 husbands along the way, Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendship, and a great forbidden love. But as Evelyn's story nears its conclusion, it becomes clear that her life intersects with Monique's own in tragic and irreversible ways. I might read this again. Y'all, this is so good. Highly recommend. This is not like a thriller or anything like that. It's just good. It's just good. Now, next up, this is a book that was recommended to me on TikTok. Not only did I read it fast as hell because it's 5 books, I think I read it in 4 days. I'm not joking. They're quick reads, but I recommend it to everyone. It's called the Mind series. I'm going to give you one quick little summary of it. It is a female Dexter. Like, she's a female serial killer, killing for good. You know, it's giving Dexter. She falls for the agent that's looking for her, but he doesn't know she's the killer. When I tell you, if I could give this 10 stars, I would. And the sad part about it is when this blew up on TikTok last year, the author died like a month before it blew up. And so she never even realized like her hard work eventually got recognized. Like, the Mind series is so good. They are quick, fast reads. I promise you, you're not going to want to put it down. I was up till like 3 o'clock in the morning reading some of those books. Like, I just could not stop. It was so good. Page turner, addicting, wanting more. Ugh. Love, baby. I love it. Daisy Jones and the Six. So I listened to this on audio. I highly recommend that you listen to it on audio if you can. So I'm going to talk a little bit about audiobooks and even how you can listen to some of them for free. So I have an Audible subscription. I try to use my credits on like the highest recommended audiobooks. And I also have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. There are a lot of books that are available on KU, Kindle Unlimited, that you can listen to for free as well through Audible. So you don't have to have a subscription to Audible, you just have to have an Audible account. So just like make an account and don't, or use the free credit and then like cancel your subscription, but you will still have an Audible account. Does that make sense? I hope. So I'm gonna put in the TikTok here that shows you how to listen to Kindle Unlimited books through Audible for free.
Okay, here is how you find the audiobooks that are included with your Kindle Unlimited subscription on the Kindle Unlimited app. So you're on the home page, you want to go right here and click this Discover button. From here, you want to click on Kindle Unlimited. All right, then you get to this page. You're going to want to scroll over this Overview Discover till you get to audiobooks. Here's audiobooks, you want to click on that. And this will bring you to the page with all the books on Kindle Unlimited that also include audio. They have them by category, and then you can click, for me it's romance. And then you can click through, as you can see, there are 1,800 titles. You can click through, find the books you want. I sometimes have to dig deep, and there are some hidden gems like behind the popular ones. And if you're not sure how to listen on the Kindle app, let me just show you. When you're reading a book, you want to just like click so like all the settings come up, and then down on the very bottom, the Audible or audio will load and it will say, do you want to download? And you say yes. And then you can see down here, you can hit play. You can read, listen at the same time, alternate between the two. It's great.
That's one way. Also, there's an app called Hoopla. I don't use any of these other apps, but I am soon. I need a new library card, so in order to listen to, I believe it's called Libby and Hoopla, you can listen to books for free with a library card. If you have Spotify Premium, you get 15 hours a month of free listening to audiobooks. And you have to use them up. They don't roll over. They expire at the end of the month, but they do renew. You know, you get 15 new hours at the beginning of every month. Those are some ways that you can listen to audiobooks. Even YouTube has free audiobooks. Not a lot, but I have seen some readings of audiobooks for free on YouTube. Let me sip my tea. I'm getting thirsty. So the first audiobook that I listened to that I gave 5 stars is Daisy Jones and the Six. It's a full cast audiobook, meaning that each character has their own narrator. I love that. Also, it's just so good. Daisy is a girl coming of age in LA in the late 60s, sneaking into clubs on the Sunset Strip, sleeping with rock stars, and dreaming of singing at the Whiskey A Go-Go. The sex and drugs are thrilling, but it's the rock and roll she loves most. By the time she's 20, her voice is getting noticed, and she has the kind of heedless beauty that makes people do crazy things. Also getting noticed is the Six, a band led by brooding Billy Dunn. On the eve of their first tour, his girlfriend Camilla finds out she's pregnant, and with the pressure of impending fatherhood and fame, Billy goes a little wild on the road. Daisy and Billy cross paths when a producer realizes that the key to supercharged success is to put the two together. What happens next will become the stuff of legend. The making of that legend is chronicled in this riveting and unforgettable novel, written as an oral history of one of the biggest bands of the 70s. Y'all. Okay? If you can, please listen to it on audio. And then when you're done listening to it, go watch the series on Amazon Prime. Y'all, it's 10 episodes. I watched it twice. Good. The music is great. It was in my Spotify Wrapped for my top listened. Girl, okay? Enough said. What Lies Between Us. So What Lies Between Us is one that I listened to for free through Kindle Unlimited. And I listened to it on Audible. So I'm editing this and I just realized I didn't say how you could listen to the Kindle Unlimited through Audible. So basically you do everything that the girl said, but when you go to read and listen for free in the Kindle app, it automatically downloads to your Audible account. That is how I listen through Audible. I prefer to listen through Audible. I actually haven't tried the other way, the Kindle, listening through the Kindle. I don't know. I just haven't tried it. I don't know if it's the same or not. I don't know. I just kind of like to see them in my Audible libraries. That's how I listen to them through Audible. Y'all, if I get this up tonight, it is 8:45, December 10th. I'm trying my best, y'all. I am trying to edit so fast. The stress is real. Also, we don't know what happened to the squirrel. He's gone. Or he's just waiting. For what? I don't know. So What Lies Between Us, so good. That is actually one that I listened to through Kindle. That was a free listen for me, and oh my gosh, it's intense. There are so many twists and turns in this book. I didn't know what to think, and you really don't find out what's really going on until the end. You have no idea. Whatever you think is going on, it's not. I'll just put it like that. They say every house has its secret, and the house that Maggie and Nina have shared for so long is no different, except that these secrets are not buried in the past. Every other night, Maggie and Nina have dinner together. When they are finished, Nina helps Maggie back to her room in the attic and into the heavy chain that keeps her there. Because Maggie has done things to Nina that can never be forgiven, and now she's paying the price. But there are many things about the past that Nina doesn't know, and Maggie is going to keep it that way even if it kills her. Because in this house, the truth is more dangerous than lies. Y'all, she's keeping her mama chained in the attic. Yes, 5 stars. The Other Black Girl. I just finished listening to this one through Spotify actually, and I'm watching the show right now. I'm actually on episode 4. It is so good. They are doing a very good job of staying true to the book, and I love when they do that. Very good. Come on, y'all, come a little closer because I want to lay down. Am I still cute at this angle? Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I have to because y'all, I will just keep going, but follow me on Goodreads if you want to see all my 5-star ratings. Okay, just one more. The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret. Both of those books, 5 stars, okay? I read The Housemaid in a day. The Housemaid's Secret I read in 2 days. Okay, let me just tell you. Welcome to the family, Nina Winchester says as I shake her elegant manicured hand. I smile politely, gazing around the marble hallway. Working here is my last chance to start fresh. I can pretend to be whoever I like. I'll soon learn that the Winchesters' secrets are far more dangerous than my own. Every day I clean the Winchesters' beautiful house top to bottom. I collect their daughter from school, and I cook a delicious meal for the whole family before heading up to eat alone in my tiny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up, how she tells strange lies about her own daughter, and how her husband Andrew seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes so full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Nina's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I only try on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once just to see what it would be like. So basically it's about a girl that goes to work for a very wealthy family and they keep her in a room that locks from the outside. Why? None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Highly recommend that you listen to that on audio. It has music production, like sound production, sound effects and everything like that. And because there's like a podcast involved, there's just like sounds and stuff. It just sounds really good. This is a thriller about a woman who finds herself the subject of her own popular true crime podcast. Celebrating her 40th birthday at her local pub, popular podcaster Alex Summer crosses paths with an unassuming woman named Josie Fair. Josie, it turns out, is also celebrating her 40th birthday. They are, in fact, birthday twins. A few days later, they bump into each other again, this time outside of Alex's children's school. Y'all, I'll leave it there. It goes places you do not expect. I didn't know what I thought would happen in this book, but I was so surprised by where it went. I also recommended that one to my mother-in-law, and she was like, thank you so much for recommending that book. Like, I can't believe it. So crazy. Yeah. Crazy, wild. Now let's quickly talk about some books that I plan to read this month. This is what's on my list. Let me sip my tea. I want to read some books that are centered around winter, and I have one that I already read, which is called Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Most people gave it like 4 or 5 stars. The only reason I didn't give it 5 stars is because I've read way better books from her, like The Housemaid. Did not expect where that book was going. It's basically about a couple. They go to look at a house and they get snowed in, and crazy things start happening in the house. So the book I plan to read this month is called The Overnight Guest. A woman receives an unexpected visitor during a deadly snowstorm in this chilling thriller. A cozy fire, complete silence. It would be perfect if not for the fact that a decade earlier at this very house, 2 people were murdered in cold blood and a girl disappeared without a trace. As the storm worsens, Wiley finds herself trapped inside the house, haunted by the secrets contained within its walls, haunted by the secrets of her own. What she got going on? Then she discovers a small child in the snow just outside. Why? After bringing the child inside for warmth and safety, she begins to search for answers, but it soon becomes clear that the farmhouse isn't as isolated as she thought, and someone is willing to do anything to find them. I'm reading this next. I love a snowy mystery. Wait, I had a whole list of like winter reads. Where did they go? Well, y'all, maybe that's it. Alright, another book I plan to read this month is called Don't Let Her Stay. Someone inside your house wants you dead, but no one believes you. Joanne knows how lucky she is. Richard is a wonderful husband. Evie is the most gorgeous baby girl. They live in a wonderful house. Life couldn't be better. That's what they say, child. That's when things get worse. Until Richard's 26-year-old daughter, Chloe, turns up. Chloe hasn't spoken to her father since the day he married Joanne 2 years ago. Ooh, but Chloe wants to make peace. No, she don't. She'll even move in for a few weeks to help Joanne with the new baby. Girl, don't trust her. It sounds perfect, but when things happen that make Joanne feel like she's losing her mind, she begins to wonder, is Chloe really here to help? No! Or has Joanne made a terrible mistake by letting her move in? Yes. And is it too late to ask her to leave? No. Perfect fans of Frida McFadden, Sue Watson, and Shalini Bolin. Don't Let Her Stay is a totally addictive psychological thriller with a twist that will shock you. Yes. 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 Y'all, I feel crazy because I really thought I had like specifically like cold, like winter books, but I only had 2. So I also just started listening to a new audiobook today. This one was free through Kindle Unlimited. It's called Here to Stay. Let me read y'all. I'm on chapter 3. So far it's okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting into it. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen because I'm not sure where this is going. It was recommended. That's why I be listening to stuff that be recommended. A beautiful home, a loving wife, and in-laws to die for. Gemma Robinson comes into Elliot's life like a whirlwind and they marry and settle into his home. When she asks him if her parents can come to stay for a couple of weeks, he is keen to oblige. He just doesn't know quite what he's signing up for. Ooh. The Robinsons arrive with Gemma's sister, Chloe. Now this is the second Chloe. A mysterious young woman who refuses to speak or leave her room. Elliot starts to suspect that the Robinsons are holding a dark secret. And then there are the scars on his wife's body that she won't talk about. As Elliot's in-laws become more comfortable in his home, encroaching on all aspects of his life, it becomes clear that they have no intention of moving out. Oh, hell no! To protect Gemma and their marriage, Elliot delves into the Robinsons' path. But is he prepared for the truth? Yeah. So I'm on chapter 3 so far. Oh, that made me more excited. I don't know why. Sometimes I like to go in blind and I just start the book, especially if it's highly rated. I'll just listen and find out along the way. But I'm glad I kind of read that. I wasn't too sure where this was starting off at. Okay, period. I have 5 books to read. I need to read 5 books. We're almost to the audiobook right now. I'm going to read Don't Let Her Stay. And I'm also going to read The Overnight Guest. That's 3. I have 2 that I'm going to finish. 1, I don't really want to talk about it. It is so taboo. Y'all, sometimes I be like I said, sometimes people will recommend like freaky, crazy stuff on TikTok and I'm like, yeah, this is probably one of the, this is probably one of the like most taboo books I've ever read. I don't even know want to talk about what it is, but I'm 70% done and I will be done with it. It's about a girl, her husband dies, and she goes to like meet his family. She's never met them before. And she ends up getting with her dead husband's dad and his twin brother. It's adults only. It's an adults only book. So that's the 4th book. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love a good weird read every now and then, and it's weird. It is very detailed, so if you don't like reading, don't read it. So the other book that I'm reading is recommended by my friend Kim. It's called Only for the Weak. I heard this one is sexy too, but it probably is appropriate. It's a quick read too. You are cordially invited to the wedding of A. Marie Cross and Arnold Hightower. And now a toast from the maid of honor, Janelle Cross. Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Some of you may know me as the sister of the bride. Some of you may know me as the ex-girlfriend of the groom. Oh, Kim, girl, Kim. But I'm willing to bet none of you know me as the woman secretly sleeping with the best man. Let me sip my tea. Ooh, Kim. Shouldn't have. Ooh. I know, I'm just as surprised as you. It was only supposed to be for the week, but every kiss, adventure, and stolen moment with Rome Martin feels like it could last forever. Oh well, what happens in Tulum stays in Tulum. No, it doesn't. It's on YouTube, and now I will be reading this. Like I said, it's a very quick read. The estimated reading time is about 4 hours. Come on, y'all. That's a one-day read, okay? Period. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be reading that immediately. Alright, so those are some of my favorite reads from this year. I have so many more. Like I said, y'all, I'll probably do a part 2 to this. I don't feel like I've even scratched the surface, and I just love talking about books. Maybe we'll do this again later on in the month or at the beginning of the year. I don't know yet. Please drop down in the comments. Y'all clearly can tell what kind of books I like to read, so please drop down in the comments your favorite books. Please follow me on Goodreads. I'll follow you back because I love suggestions and stuff like that. So yes, if you have any suggestions on your favorite books that you've read, drop them in the comments because I will read them, okay? If they look good to me. I'm gonna be honest. They gotta look good to me though. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.